Hi everyone, so we're from Group 4 of TFEL. Today, we're going to present about our listening topic in AFL learning. Before we started our presentation, we want to introduce ourselves first. Next slide. So, my name is Gabriel Ramasi Hall, with my last name is 21 and 5.
My name is Nadia Najwa with the last student number is
My name is
232.
Iva Febrianti with the last name 239.
My name is Nataris Meirinda with the last student number 235.
My name is Berani Rusti Kurnadewi with last student number 198.
Okay, next slide. So before we start, here's the outline of our introduction of presentation. We're gonna talk about what is AFL learning, the role of listening in AFL, and the last is how to teach and improve listening skills by both following in teaching strategies and technology tool for listening practice. Next.
So the first is what is EFL? English as a foreign language refers to the teaching and learning of English in contexts where it is not the primary language of the community. EFL typically happens in non-English speaking environments, such as a classroom in Asia, Europe, or Latin America, and the goal is to develop communicative competence, enabling learners to understand, speak, read, and write English effectively. So the theoretical background in EFL learning is the first is Stephen Krassen's input hypothesis is emphasizing exposure to comprehensible input language. And the second is communicative language teaching, focus on interactions. And the last is task-based learning, learning by doing real tasks. So the next is will be explained.
There are four main language skills in EFL learning: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Grammar supports skills so a learner can use English accurately. All skills are connected to each other. For example, when students develop their listening skill, their speaking fluently and pronunciation also improve. Next. Listening plays a very important role in EFL learning because it provides students with a language in they need to speak. It helps them develop better pronunciation and understand real communication. However, there are several challenges such as limited exposure to English, different accent, fast speech, and unfamiliar vocabulary. Teacher need to provide meaningful practice so student can overcome this problem. Next.
Okay, and the next is teaching listening in EFL context. Stages of listening activities are the first, pre-listening. So the next, activate background knowledge and introduce the topic. So the next, while listening, focus on listening text and comprehension, post-listening, and the last, discuss, reflect, or apply what has been learned. Like the example, short videos, simple dialogues, or audio exercise. Next slide. And now, cultural and contextual factor in listening. Cultural influences in listening are idioms, slang, and cultural references. And the next, different accent and speaking styles. Background knowledge affect understanding. And here's the teacher roles. Provide authentic materials from real contexts and guide students through unfamiliar cultural elements. and the next will explain by my friend.
Okay, on this slide, we'll look at how technology supports listening practice and which area it works best for. According to Crescent Input Hypothesis, technology provides comprehensible input through short audio clips, helping learners acquire language more naturally in communicative language. Teaching, it promotes active listening by using real-life conversation, while task-based learning focus on goal-oriented tasks that make listening more meaningful. From socio-cultural theory, learners benefit from feedback and repetition, which help them improve gradually. Technology works best for everyday English, vocabulary recognition, and accent awareness, since learners can listen to different speakers and real context. It also helps build confidence through short, simple tests, though it's less suitable for academic listening, which needs more complex materials. Next. Let's look at the benefits. Technology allows learners to practice anytime and anywhere, making listening more flexible. It gives exposure to real accents and context, so learning feels more authentic. It's also motivating and interactive, which keeps student engaged, and learner get personalized feedback and can learn at their own pace. So overall, technology really supports classroom learning and help make listening practice more enjoyable and effective. Next.
Okay, so we are at the end of our presentation today. So we can conclude that EFL, or in the long name is English as a Foreign Language, is the teaching and learning method that already explained by my friend. That is the concept of listening, reading, and writing by teaching strategies and technology tools for listening practice. And then we choose the specific skills in listening, where we build speaking fluency and pronunciation and support communication in real life context. And the last, for the specific application that also have been told by my friend, we explaining and some examples from Duolingo application, where these tools help learners listen anytime and anywhere. They increase also motivation and provide real-world example. And next, so this is some references from some journal, and I think that's all of our presentation today. Thank you so much for your attention.